A G's guide to exercise for fat loss. That's what I'm going to give you in this video. I'm going to break down 3 types of exercise, what I think is best for fat loss, what's worked for me, and what's worked, and what is the best from the research that I've done. But before I get into it, this is just a reminder that you need to realize, you need to recognize, diet comes first. Diet is absolutely the most important part of fat loss. Don't neglect it. Don't just think you can exercise and eat like shit, because you can't. If you apply what I'm going to say in this video, but you still eat like shit, you still don't eat clean, this just becomes futile, it becomes pointless. So you must have your diet in order. You want to eat high fat, high protein, avoid sugar, avoid processed foods, avoid simple carbs, focus on clean whole foods. I don't want to go too much into diet because we'll be here for years, but that's what you need to be doing. So first point of exercise I want to talk about is HIIT training. And what HIIT stands for is high intensity interval training. It's where you do an exercise for a set period of time at a high intensity, and then you have either 30 seconds complete rest, or 30 seconds, for example, you have a set amount of time of complete rest, or you slow down on your exercise, and it's interval training. You do something hard and then you have a rest, and then you keep going like that. So you're really raising your heart rate, you're pushing yourself to your limit. And what this does is it shifts your metabolism to a state of fat oxidation, which is where fat is being used for energy. And this is post-exercise, after you've completed the HIIT training. Your body's going to be burning fat after the exercise is actually done. And HIIT training is great for burning calories as well. So if you're trying to be in a deficit, which you most likely are if you're trying to lose fat, it's great for that as well. An example of HIIT training, I've recently got into my HIIT training. This is an exercise I like. It's absolutely lethal, but it's 30 seconds fast run into a sprint on a treadmill, and then you have 30 seconds complete rest. You do that for 10 to 15 rounds. Towards the end, it's an absolute killer. I recommend it. It makes you feel great. If you HIIT training is great for your testosterone as well, which is that's a whole different topic. So that's the first form of training I want to talk about. Then this one for me is something that I've personally seen the most results from, and that is steady state cardio. And what I mean by this is slow cardio that doesn't elevate your heart rate. And these are things like walking, cycling, jogging, all at a slow pace. And what this does, it keeps you in the fat burning zone, meaning your body doesn't resort to using glycogen as energy, it uses its fat stores. And really, you want to be aiming to be doing this for about 30 to 90 minutes, even whether that's doing 8 to 10,000 steps a day, whether it's going on a 1 hour slow jog. I find personally that it is the best way to burn fat. That's from my experience and my own research as well. It might be different for you, but it's not for me. And conversational pace, what this means is exercising at a rate where you could hold a conversation or sing a song is another thing that people say you should be able to do that. It's called zone 2 if you train in heart rate zones. So it's basically exercise where you keep your heart rate down, your body doesn't resort to using glycogen, and that's how you burn fat during the exercise. And it is something that I've noticed because I've literally just ran an ultra marathon. From the training for that, I have definitely lost fat. I've gained muscle at the same time, but from this training, this constant steady state cardio I've been doing, it's massively reduced my body fat. And we've got resistance training, which is basically just gym, but I'm going to call it resistance training. And what this does is it increases your RMR, which is your resting metabolic rate, which basically means you burn more calories at rest. It increases your metabolism effectively. This increase in metabolism is going to have actually a massive effect in terms of fat burning over a long period of time. But everyone should be doing resistance training at least 3 times a week. No matter what your goal really is, unless obviously you're like an Olympic athlete and it's sports specific, but the average person should be doing resistance training. It is probably the best thing you can do in terms of longevity, great for your actual health, makes you look good, makes you feel good, gives you more confidence. You need to be doing it at least 3 times a week. And you want to lift weights while you're losing fat. Otherwise, you're not going to have a great body composition. You're not going to have that physique and look the way you actually want to. So for me, I'd recommend to most beginners resistance training 3 times a week and cardio 3 times a week. I've said it in many other videos before because it's such a simple split you can do that is going to really improve your overall health and fitness. It's going to make you look and feel good, and you get the best of both worlds, really. I don't really like doing one or the other. I like doing both at the same time. And now I just want to give you my final thoughts. So from my own personal experience and research, I do believe that steady state cardio is the best way to go in terms of fat burning. So for walking 10k steps a day, going on slow swims, slow jogs, slow cycles over long distances, that is going to be the best for you in terms of fat burning. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. They seem to just hammer cardio constantly if they're trying to lose weight. And the thing is, that doesn't work, and eventually it just makes you look a bit ill. And walking is actually one of the most underrated things you can do. The improvement you will see in your life if you hit 10k steps a day is massive. If you hit 10k steps a day, have a clean diet, you're already beating 90% of people. That's the truth. But what this type of exercise does, like I said, it keeps you in fat burning mode, allows you not to use glycogen as energy, and your body uses its fat stores. And that's what we're trying to do, stay in that fat burning zone and not elevate our heart rate too much. However, this does not mean you should not be doing the other forms of exercise. They've all got their own benefits. This video is just for fat burning alone. In my opinion, this isn't set in stone. This is just, I'm giving you a bit of guidance in terms of what you should be doing in terms of the volume of the training. Like I said, resistance training 3 times a week. Try and hit 8 to 10k steps a day, and then do HIIT training at the end of every gym session. So you could do that little sprint example that I gave at the end of a gym session. Say you've done resistance training 3 times a week, do full body 3 times a week, and then do the HIIT at the end. You're going to be in fantastic shape. It's a really simple way to go. You don't have to learn too many exercises if you're new, and you're going to feel absolutely fantastic. So if you need more help, I do have a coaching program. The link's going to be in the description. You can work with me one-to-one. I'll completely guide you all the way in terms of your health and fitness. I guarantee you results as well. £99 a month, so go check that out if you want. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're enjoying the content. If you have any questions or any videos you want to see, put them in the comments. Apart from that, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.